Police officers, what's the craziest situation you've been in? It was mid-July, one of those sweltering afternoons where your vest sticks to your back before you even get out of the cruiser. We got the call as possible structure fire, mentally disturbed individual on scene. Dispatch said a neighbor had called after seeing an older woman pouring what looked like gasoline on her porch and yelling about government surveillance. We were already on edge before we pulled up. I was first on scene. The house was a small single-story place on a dead-end street. Yard hadn't been mowed in weeks. One shutter hanging off the window, paint flaking everywhere. The woman was standing on the front steps with a metal gas can in one hand and what looked like a Bic lighter in the other. Her hair was wild, gray, knotted, and she was wearing an oversized trench coat over pajamas in 95-degree heat. She was mumbling to herself when I approached, just barely loud enough for me to hear. They put it up there. I told them not to. I told them it would kill us all. I asked her name. She gave me one, but who knows if it was real. I tried to keep her calm, told her we just wanted to talk, that she didn't need to do anything rash. She kept pacing the porch, glancing up at the roof and muttering about the bomb. Eventually, I asked her directly what she thought was going on. That's when she said it. There's an atom bomb in my attic. Has been since '73. Only way to disarm it is to burn the house down. Heat'll short the wires. I told her we could talk about that, but she had to come with me. She stared at me like I was part of the problem. That's when I got an idea. Told her my cruiser had radiation shielding, that it was the only safe place nearby. Swore to God it was lead-lined and everything. She froze, squinted at the car, and asked if it was a newer model. I said, yeah, 2020. That's good, she said. The old ones couldn't block gamma rays. She walked with me to the car, sat in the back like we were on a field trip. The gas can was left on the porch. I radioed in that we were clear, no fire started, suspect in custody, didn't cuff her, didn't need to. She was quiet for the first block or two, just looked out the window like she was watching for something in the sky. Then, all at once, she snapped to attention and started yelling. You can't take me to jail, I haven't done anything wrong. I kept both hands on the wheel and told her calmly, we're not going to jail, we're going to the hospital, just to get checked out. She screamed louder. I'm not crazy! I didn't argue, just said, I don't think you're crazy. Then why are you taking me to the hospital? I paused, then said, well, you were standing next to that atom bomb, right? We gotta get you checked for radiation poisoning. She froze. I glanced in the mirror. Her face had gone pale. Oh shit, she whispered. I didn't think about that. You better hurry. I hit the lights. No siren, just enough to keep the illusion going. We got to the hospital, and she walked in with me like we were old friends. Sat in the triage area like she was waiting for an oil change. The nurses were great. They've seen it all. They took her back gently, and I filled out the paperwork. Later, one of the staff told me she'd been in a few times before. Always something about radiation or spy drones or machines in her brain, but she was harmless. Lonely, mostly. Living off disability, no family nearby. The fire thing was new, though. Close call. I never saw her again after that day. Don't know if she stayed in inpatient care or moved or what, but I think about her every so often. How real it all felt to her. How terrified she was of something no one else could see. People joke about crazy calls, but the truth is, most of them aren't funny. They're sad. They're people trying to make sense of something that doesn't add up in their heads anymore. That day, all it took was one small lie about radiation shielding and a ride in the back seat to stop a house from burning down. Still the strangest call I've had in 15 years, and maybe the one that stuck with me most.